Well, the country reported just a little more than 1.65 lakh new COVID cases, and for the third straight day, a well below 2 lakh cases in the last 24 hours. With overall recovery rate of the country increasing to 90%, the daily positivity rate has come down to 8.36%, which is less than 10% for the 5 consecutive days now. To join on the broadcast is Mr. Dr. Ashok Sharma, who is the member of the IMA. Dr. Ashok, welcome to the show. Firstly, I would like to start that number of cases has been below 2 lakhs for the 5th consecutive day. We have been talking about the peak in the past. We have talking about that lockdown should be implemented to control the cases. Can we say now that the peak of the second wave of COVID-19 is over now?
As in the last 3 weeks, we are seeing a decreasing trend in the positivity rate, a decreasing trend in the death rate, and number of active cases are also declining. So we can safely say that peak, it seems, is over.
Dr. Ashok, now that since there has been many states which has implemented lockdown in many states, including capital, including Maharashtra. Now Delhi CM a day before yesterday said that unlock process has started and it will come into effect from 1st of June, where the construction and the activities will be allowed to get carried on. How difficult you see it could be for a government, for the administration, for the we are not over second wave yet. Over 1,65,000 cases are not less by any stretch of imagination, and we are into the process of unlocking. Although a lockdown cannot be a permanent solution, there is a line between the livelihood and versus lockdown. So how difficult it could be, you think, for the government or for the administration, to control the cases at the same time and to start the process also of the unlock?
Actually, it is a very tough decision to take, because what we have seen in second wave, so large number of cases and so many casualties, and after that we have to also look into economic activities. So we cannot spare one for the other. We have to keep both processes going on, and for this we have to start unlocking at some point of time. And the way they are starting it with construction work and factory workers, for which I think these two categories cater those people who are mainly earn their livelihood every day. So this is the right way, and at the same time we have to see that all the COVID appropriate behavior to be implemented properly, so that this unlocking should serve the purpose it is meant for.
Okay, Dr. Ashok, I would like to go to dog breeding in rural India, and there are not as many facilities as we have in the states or in the metropolitan cities. So what do you think, how it can be, we can reduce the spread of the COVID in rural India?
By which we can reduce the incidence of this COVID in rural areas. One is COVID appropriate behavior, and second is vaccination. We have seen that vaccination is very, very effective against this disease, and we have to increase the vaccination in those areas which are usually spared in usually we spare those remote areas. We have to cover all those areas. Only then we can think of getting over this pandemic.
Yeah, Dr. Harshal Salve, one last question and we'll wrap up this debate. The clinical trial